Cardano explicitly is a mid-position coin with the ticker ADA that has a current worth of 0.264715 and a market capitalization of 9.277737 which sort of is very huge. Digital currencies explicitly have long passed the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists and obscure vendors lovely. As opposed to mainstream thinking these days, it's a resource class that sort of is significantly controlled and surprisingly embraced as legitimate, delicate sort of an opposition to prevalent thinking. Some extremely huge venture banks even truly procure Cardano and other digital currencies all at once to generally safeguard their resources under administration against the dashing expansion that injures the customary monetary business sectors, which is genuinely critical. Presently now is the right time to essentially uncover our short, mid, and in every practical sense long-haul forecast of the advancements on the ADA market that depend on the readings of our especially exceptional crypto unpredictability record that especially assists us with checking the market feeling and sort of expect where in which the market plans to go, which is genuinely huge at this point. The cost of Cardano in a real sense is 0.264715, while the coin as of now especially winds up at 8th spot in the in general extremely positioning in an unobtrusive manner. The set in every practical sense positioning is assessed based on the resource's current value that generally is duplicated by its sort of current market capitalization, a recipe that is applied all through every single monetary market. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions so our clients explicitly get the most pertinent information in regards to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios. It's likewise critical to basically consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure in its course, which for the most part is very huge. On August 18, the cost of Cardano in a real sense was at 0.255974 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change really added up to 0.18 exceptionally, as opposed to mainstream thinking 7 days prior. On August 12, ADA especially was esteemed at 0.293508, and that intends that from that point forward the cost has really varied by 0% in a kind of significant manner. A month prior, on July 19, the market member laid out the cost of Cardano at 0.323931. Consequently, the coin truly has made an 18.28 move to generally arrive at its sort of present standings in an unpretentious manner. The examination of market capitalization especially conveys in every practical sense equivalent significance in both digital currency and customary business sectors, which generally is very critical. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology sort of is utilized to generally decide the general position and notoriety of computerized resources and stocks. For example, which especially is very critical, changes in market capitalization genuinely sure are negative especially are additionally characteristic of the manner by which the said market could in every practical sense be going, as well as the resource's kind of potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both pretty short and kind of long-haul viewpoints, which truly is very critical. This particular type of measurement is also often used to compare the strength of Cardano to the rest of the digital currencies market, the changes and which could also give clues at its future show, or so they thought. To figure out the current market capitalization of ADA, we looked at the moving stock and the boundary that will be made sense of later by the current value of the digital currency under study. As of today, the market capitalization of Cardano remains at 92777371123, which is the reason for the current pretty position has been mentioned before. Recently, on August 18, ADA had a market capitalization of $8.978244042, or the city was thought to be going downhill. On August 12, the market capitalization of the coin in question was recorded at $10.282.0 when 6,937 in a kind of big way. A month before that, on July 19, the market value of Cardano was surveyed to be in the range of $6.937. Banks even use Cardano and other digital currencies as a group to protect the assets under their control from the ongoing growth that hurts the traditional financial markets in a big way. Absolute stock is the number of coins that have been proactively made by different means, like mining. Despite what most people think, these digital currencies can often be used to do things that traditional currencies can't. This measurement also takes into account the coins that have been gradually taken off the market through a process called consuming, which is used to control the growth rate, which is usually very high at the moment. The total supply of Cardano is currently set at 3,609 1964 to 625. ADA's flowing stockpile is used to figure out the market value and see how many coins are still in circulation. This is done in a way that doesn't draw attention to itself. It means the total amount of EA that is currently being traded on all exchanges, excluding coins that are locked, frozen, or temporarily taken out of circulation. In a very significant way, it is generally agreed that digital currencies with a flowing stock between 60 million and 150 million are the best for long-term investments because they are the most stable. High trading rate usually means that a lot of money is flowing into that market. This shows how wide the premium is and how many digital forms of money there are. It also ensures that the exchange will run smoothly. Nonetheless, it should especially be truly noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that certainly much appropriate for making fundamentally long-haul cost expectations. However, it typically gives important knowledge into the ongoing business sector circumstance, consequently really is critical for short and mid-term cost conjectures commonly did by our sort of restrictive calculation, or so they generally thought a very brilliant cryptographic money. Financial backer mustn't dismiss this especially metric while picking section or leave point. The guideline here fundamentally is to truly get into the activity when the volume generally begins to rise, when the cost basically is pushing out of the combination region, and forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an impressive convention, or so they certainly thought. It's shockingly better assuming those cost moves really occur in the areas that most certainly agree with generally. Certainly high volume, which basically are typically shown through tall bars on the genuinely comparing pointer that is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals, as opposed to prevalent thinking taking care of that. How about we survey the exchanging volume recorded on Bitcoin? Price prediction as $5 billion in trading volume puts BTC back in the green. Is it time to buy? In the complicated world of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is at the forefront of strategic discussions. Its impressive $5 billion trade volume, which has put the asset back in the black, is a good example of this. Even with this momentum, the commodity is worth about $26,011 as of Monday, which is a slight drop of nearly 0.1%. This price isn't just based on how the market works, it's also heavily influenced by how people feel. The recent ideas President Biden made about how cryptocurrency tax reporting standards should work have gotten the global cryptocurrency group very busy with discussions. Also, the financial markets are acting more cautiously after Chairman Powell's pointed comments about the current U.S. inflation